Good morning, everyone in the Live Activated group. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying something a little bit different this morning. I'm actually streaming through Zoom and coming live to you that way because I want to share my screen with you for this particular free live training. So when you're here, pop on and say hi and where you're from. If you're new, if you're catching the replay, also pop down hashtag replay as well so I know. I'm just putting my phone on so I can see the messages come through because it doesn't show up on your Zoom when you're doing that. So just bear with me for 1 second while I do that. Yep, okay, we are there. No one's on yet, but that's okay. All right, so our topic today is core needs, all right? So earlier in the week, I posted a comment asking you if you knew what our core needs were, and I wasn't referring to, you know, water, food, shelter, that kind of thing. I was referring to what we need as a person, both in our personality needs and spiritual needs, okay? And there are 6 core human needs. Now, some of you may have heard of these before and know this, and some of you, this might be something new for you. So what I'm going to do before I start is share my screen, and that way you can see it up there, and feel free to take notes if you like, if this is something that interests you. So just bear with me for 1 second while I just get that up. All right, you should be able to see that quite clearly now. If anyone's on, just give me a thumbs up so I know that you can see it. I'll just check my phone. Yep, I can see it up there, so awesome. All right, so core needs, okay? This is what we are doing today. So as I said, there are 6 core needs, all right? The first 4 are defined by the needs of our personality. So what we need in terms of us as a person. The last 2 are the needs of the spirit. And this is what helps to provide us with that fulfillment and happiness in our lives. Now, when we start to unpack this and look at it, you can see that they're paradoxes. So they're opposites. Now, some of them, if you are out of balance in one of them, then you may feel that you need more of the other one. So that's really interesting when that happens, that if you are feeling like you're doing or having more of one, you may feel like you need the other. Now, I'll explain that in a little more detail. So these are the 6 human needs, all right? Certainty, variety, significance, love and connection, contribution and growth. They are what has been labelled the 6 human core needs that we need to feel like our lives are going in the direction that we want. And when I say paradox or opposites and they need to be balanced, for example, with certainty and variety, okay, if we know things are going to keep happening in a certain way all the time, we might get bored and we might be searching for variety, okay? So if one is out of balance, we may lean towards the other one. So let's have a look at each of them and make sure that you understand what each one does. All right, so certainty. Certainty is all about the need for safety, knowing that you're safe, knowing that you have stability, comfort. It's also about knowing the order that things are going to happen, or having that predictability, being able to predict what's going to happen in your life. and that control and consistency. So certainty is something that a lot of us tend to be stuck in because we don't go, it's a bit out of, we don't go out of our comfort zone. We do what we know, and we do what we know will give us the same results because that's what makes us feel safe. All right. And it all comes back to those feelings of stability, safety, comfort zone, and so sometimes this is where our limiting beliefs come from as well, because we know that things are going to happen in a certain way because this is the way that they have always happened. And so we keep predicting that and making that happen for ourselves. All right. Now, the opposite to that, number 2, is variety. All right. This is when we might have an imbalance of certainty. And so we're looking for change, surprises, excitement, chaos, adventure. Okay. The need for variety gives you that element of stepping out of your comfort zone, doing something different. Okay. But it can also balance out the certainty. And sometimes we need to have that balance, because if we're too much certainty or too much variety, it can create an imbalance in our core needs. So for example, if we have too much variety, like we're a party animal, we go out all the time, but we go from one relationship to the next, we might be craving some kind of certainty and stability. Okay. So if any of this is resonating with you as I'm talking about it, drop in some comments and I'll check them on my phone as they come through. But this is really important to note that. And as I've always said, self-awareness is key. If you're aware of your surroundings, what you're doing, what's happening in your world, it's easier to take the steps forward in order to make the changes you need. All right, number 3. So we've done 1 and 2. Number 3 core need is significance. Now, what do I mean by this? This is where you need to have meaning. You need to feel special, wanted, needed. You have that sense of importance. You're worthy of love. Okay? This is something that we all crave for. We all want to feel significant. We all want to feel like we're worthy or we've got something good to offer. Okay? Now, when we don't have this significance, we tend to lean towards number 4, which is love and connection. So having multiple relationships that you just flit in and out of because you're craving for that real love. Okay. Love and connection is also about, communicating, having approval, feeling loved by others, having that, partner or person that you go to where you can communicate openly and freely without being judged. Okay. So this is really key as well to one of our core needs. All right. Now, the first 4 that I've talked to you about are all about the need in your personality or who you are as a person. And some of us will lean towards one more than the other. Okay. And as I said, when you're out of balance, you might need more of the other one. And that just depends what it is for you. But it's really important that you know what those core needs are. So we've covered, what did I say at the beginning? I've lost my train of thought. We've covered love and connection, significance, and, oh, goodness, I've lost it. Variety and certainty, that's the one. Okay, so just coming back. So number 5 is growth. All right, now the last 2 is all our needs of the spirit. Okay, now needs of the spirit is all about how we feel emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually. Okay, and having that constant need to grow ourselves and to feel like we are moving forward, we are achieving. Okay, so setting ourselves goals, achieving those goals, Think about when you achieve goals that you've set for yourself, and how does it make you feel? It makes you feel really good. Okay, so sometimes when we don't have this, we crave for it. We need it. Okay, and number 6 is contribution. All right, contribution is all about giving to others, not about you. Caring for others, protecting and serving others. Okay, and some of us are pulled towards this in the jobs that we do. You know, teachers, coaches, people that work in childcare, social workers. Okay, in giving to people, contributing to their worlds so that they have better lives. All right, so that is also one of the 6 core needs. So if I just go back to the little head that we had at the start with all the different core needs, just to recap. So certainty and variety, okay, significance, love and connection, contribution, and growth. All right, these are the 6 core human needs. Now, what I think would be a really amazing thing for you to do is to sit down when you have, 10 to 15 minutes and go through each of those core needs and jot down what they are for you. What things in your life provide you with certainty? What things in your life provide you with variety, significance, love and connection, growth, contribution? Okay, and see that you are fairly in balance. You might find that you need to pick up one more than the other, and it might make you feel like you are more in control of what you're doing in your life. But this is what's being told to us that are the 6 core human needs. All right. So I hope that you got something out of that today. I hope that this will help you in working out what direction you need to move in, what things you might need to increase or decrease in your world. Please let me know, drop some comments below and let me know what you think about today's topic. And I will see you next Sunday for our next one. Have a great day.